All right, guys, Mike Kotler here, your Hoboken Realtor. Let's go on a driving tour. To the left is a parking garage. That's on the corner of 15th and Bloomfield. So a lot of these buildings do not have parking inside. That is where everyone uptown parks. To the right is 1450 Washington Street. Now, straight ahead, just on the right, that's part of the Hudson T. Real quickly on the left, that's 1500 Garden Street. All right, so 1500 Hudson T on the left. That's 1500 Washington, and then that's 1500 Hudson with those three panes of windows right there. So on the right, we just passed 1450 Washington. That right there is 1400 Hudson, and kind of in the distance, Empire State, but kind of in the distance back there was 1425 Hudson. Both semi-newer buildings. On the right, we just passed Cork, which is liquor store uptown. We just passed Baja. Urban Coal House. By the way, we're on 14th and Bloom. That is Lola's Tapas Bar that we just passed on 14th and Wash. That's Dino and Harry's Steakhouse on the left. And let's turn left. We're turning off of 14th onto Garden Street. So that's Dino and Harry's on the left. And did we go fast at the beginning. That was a lot of buildings and bars and restaurants. So now we are on Garden Street. We're coming up on 13th. All right, guys. Now, uptown, let me just recap. Parking garage, 1450 Washington Street, 1500 Garden Street, the Hudson T buildings, which is composed of 1500 Washington Street and 1500 Hudson Street. Then we had 1400 Hudson Street, and we had 1425 Hudson Street. These are all amenity, doorman buildings, shuttles to the path, gyms in buildings. 1400 Hudson has a nice pool on the rooftop. All right, so we are on Garden. I love Garden. I think it's a beautiful side street. We just crossed over 11th. Garden runs north to south, so we're heading south right now. Just crossed over 11th. We just passed Olivia's, which is a good local restaurant. Love this block. Look at those nice brownstones and the tree coverage. It's really pretty. All right, so we are going to be coming up on 10th here. Now between 9th and 10th to the right is a parking garage. So I always get asked by people who are looking at buying in Hoboken and aren't from the area where they can park. Okay, there are garages every now and then on the streets. Obviously, if you're looking to move here, make sure you reach out to me and I'll show you where there are garages, and obviously we can look for condos nearby if that's really important to you. But back to the tour, we are approaching 9th. That's Kiki Lou Gelato right there on the right. That's Brant, one of the local schools. And we are going to come up here to 8th, and I'm pretty sure there is construction on the road. And so we are going to hang a Reggie here, hang a right. So we are going to turn off of Garden. Yep. There's Mario's on the right, Mr. Rapp's on the left. Now, we made a right. We are on Park. So now we are going back uptown. So we're between 8th and 9th on Park. That is Brant right over there. Coming up on the left, you have AAA Organic Dry Cleaners, and on the right, Lisa's Italian Deli, a local favorite. It's a staple. Those guys have been there for a really long time. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what we see. Saku, good little sushi spot, nice vibes. And once we get past this, up there on the left, that is the Hive. The Hive has the BOMB. Oh man, I don't know if it's like trademarked. I don't even know if I could say the word. Cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls. Go to the Hive. Really nice owners. Tell Catherine and Kristen Mike Kotler sent you and I say hi. All right, now we're still going up on Park here. This is going to be 11th. That's Johnny Pepperoni's on the right. People who own Johnny Pepperoni's also own City Bistro, which is up on 14th Street. Used to have a fantastic view from the rooftop many years ago. And then they built all of those condo buildings, some of which we saw around it. Tier, no more views from the rooftop of City Bistro. So we are on Park. On the left, that's Barbez. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Whatever, call it what you want. On the left, that is going to be condos up top with commercial space. Down below, it used to be the Malibu Diner. We're on 14th and Park. To the right, you have New York Sports Club and CVS. On the left, you have BP Gas. You have some old crusty buildings up there on the left. It is rumored that the Macy's the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade balloons are made there. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Not sure, don't know. Could be a rumor. We just passed Park and Garden just there on the right. Those are apartment rentals. Now, if you go straight here, you'll end up in Weehawken right by the Lincoln Tunnel. So Lincoln Tunnel's like right there, super easy to get to. And some old dilapidated lots on the left and right. If you're watching this in 10 years, well, I don't know, tell me if the aliens visited yet. Also, are there big condo buildings there? On the right, Orale, Mexican restaurant. West Elm, we also passed a car wash. There are 2 in Hoboken, one right there, one all the way downtown. All right, I know I'm going super fast, but we are moving here. That is on the right, Trader Joe's. It's like the savior for people who live in Uptown Hoboken. We were waiting for that. That used to be a gas station way back in the day. It was just I've said dilapidated twice, a dilapidated gas station. Now it's Trader Joe's in the Harlow, which is more apartment rentals. There is parking, so right there you pull in and you get an hour free. So if you're going to TJ's, just hop right in there. Walgreens Pharmacy, and just so you know, we're on Willow, heading south, just past 13th Street. This is also the street that the bus goes down. So if you work in the city and you want to take the bus home from Port Authority, you could take the 126 right down Washington, or you could take the 126 down Willow. So if you live closer to the west side of town, this is probably how you're getting home, unless you take the path. All right, so we just passed another elementary school, and we are now at 11th and Willow. Now we're gonna go straight. If you go right here, that's how you get to the ShopRite. We're gonna go right. We have the Ale House coming up here. So just tons of local bars and restaurants, by the way. A lot of the side streets are, you know what, I'm gonna get to that in a sec because I wanna point this out to you. Up here on the right is 10th Street Pizza, was highly reviewed by Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports. And Caddy Corner is 10th and Willow. It's a bar and grill, actually owned by the same guy who owns 10th Street Pizza. It's really good, I recommend it. I personally think you need to eat it the second it comes out of the oven. So I barely let it hit the table before it's in my mouth. Pro tip. All right, so we are on Willow. If you enter that parking garage, it's another CVS. Amazing. And right behind that, you might have caught a teeny glimpse of a building with red on the top. That's the high school. So we're just gonna go down Willow all the way to the end. I'm gonna do some other tours for you guys. But this one, okay, so right there on the right, we have Finnegan's. It's a good local Irish pub. Yeah, a lot of Brits, a lot of Irish guys in there. Every time I go watching soccer, it's just one of those kinds of places. Everyone's really friendly every time I've been there. All right, so we are crossing over 7th and Willow. Just to the right, that's Willow Terrace. Really old streets with really small row homes. It's kind of this unique little charming street in the middle of Hoboken. And if we did make a right there, that's where there's another supermarket. It's an Acme, but I feel like that could probably change tomorrow. We are gonna keep going straight down Willow. Now up here on the left, after the next intersection, is Church Square Park. There's a huge dog run there, a couple of basketball courts. There's a church on the right. Yeah, you can see the dog run there on the left. Now after we get to this intersection, this is 4th, we're gonna have the one and only Hoboken Hospital. And not one and only like it's fantastic, I meant literally there's one in Hoboken. That's it. It's currently run by CarePoint Health. On the left here is Chango. Not quite yet. It's going to be on this corner. If you go to Chango, I like the fish fillet. I've had it 3 times. Very, very solid every time. That is Zach's restaurant and bar on the right. Mojo Coffee right next to it. It's 2 very popular local businesses right there. So that was 3rd that we just crossed. We're coming up on 2nd. Not a whole lot here. Pretty residential. Antique Bar and Bakery is up on the right. I used to go to Antique to get loaves of bread. It was literally just a place you would go to get bread. I think Sinatra might have gone there back in the day. That's how long it's been there. But now it's more of a trendy bar and restaurant. So this is First Street that we're about to cross. First is where it's kind of a businessy district. And now this is Newark, and right past Newark is Observer, and Observer is the southernmost tip in Hoboken. And then past that is Jersey City. By the way, on the left here, the city's taking over this space. That's going to be more condo buildings. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can see more of this. Any real estate questions, I am here to help.